Hello, I'm Independent, the creator of Saddlebag Exchange, and today I'm here to tell you about our brand new tool for long-term investment called our weekly price group deltas. What this tool does is show you the changing prices of items over time, and you can look back as far as 2023 to see how items have performed in the past before. Now we can click on any of these pre-made searches, and they'll give us some pre-made plugins that I've created to showcase how the tool works. What you'll do is you'll create groups of items, and then you can look in and compare them individually. For instance, this one search is looking at the most recent 11.1 raid release for the Undermine zone and raid tier. We can dig into this and we get a chart to see how the prices of various items are changing over time. We can drill into any one of these and we can see a comparison of all the different items I've added in these groups together. And we can see which were the high performers and the low performers. You can add or remove items by simply selecting them on the right hand side. You can zoom in and out of different time scales. You can also zoom in and out of your view right here, so we can reduce this a little bit. For instance, let's move this a little bit down so we get the chart filled in a little bit more. You can even filter by specific items. So for instance, we can go ahead and we can filter out anything that dropped below a 50% loss, and we can apply that filter and it'll get rid of those. And we can even exclude, and we can even look for items specifically that we want to include. So maybe we only want to find items that went over 100% in this time. Can't specifically find that, so let's go over for maybe a 50% raise, and we can see all the items that jumped at least to 50% what they were at our starting price in January 1st. We also have a table that we can sort by time range to get the data from any specific date. So we can go to the 23rd, which is about the time when we had this raid release, and we can look at how the prices were at this time and how they had changed from the beginning. We can sort this to find our top performers. We also have links into the Saddlebag item data, as well as the Undermine Journal and Wowhead. And you can also get a price versus quantity overview of how both the price and quantity change for any of these, similar to Undermine charts. This data can also be downloaded by CSV or copied to JSON. The actual configuration data in here is also located at the bottom, and we can copy this to our clipboard and reuse it. So let's go ahead and let's try to make our own search. So we can go ahead and we can input any date we want, and we can add a price group. For instance, let's say I wanted to look up the various different rousing prices, which were Dragonflight commodities, and we can go ahead and we can just type these names in, and you'll see they appear inside of our list. We can put a few together, or we can add by category. So I can go ahead and I can go look for the Dragonflight expansion, and look for trade goods that are elementals. And we can add not just item by item, but by the entire category. This will then create a configuration that you can copy and reuse. Once you're done, you can also add additional price groups or remove them, so you have multiple to compare to. And you can go ahead and change this year. So let's go ahead, let's change it back to 2023, and let's see how these items performed over the years. We'll hit search price groups when we're ready to go, and we'll get an overview of how all of our prices were changing over time, which we can observe. Now, taking those configurations, the last step is that you can easily reuse this by just copying that configuration and importing. This will import all groups that you've already had. We can even take groups and share them easily by creating your own config, importing it, and then hitting search. And this will easily give us a great overview of different items, allowing you to see over time how things have changed and how the market has progressed. and this can be used to create future recommendations on what to invest in for future patch cycle. Thank you for watching.